Hello, I'm Dr. Erin Foley, functional medicine practitioner, board certified health coach, chiropractor, hormone specialist. And if you're a woman in midlife and sleep feels elusive lately, you are in the right place. Do you have hot flashes, night sweats, racing thoughts? Are you waking up at 3 a.m.? Does that sound familiar? Believe me, I've been there. Today, I want to talk about sleep hacks for your hormones. So I will share with you a simple sleep strategy that's been a game changer for many of my clients, and it's called the 10-3-2-1 sleep hack. I realized when I read about this that I've been doing that, um, but it's taken me many years to gather this information for myself to actually be doing these habits. So it's not just a random checklist, it's based on real physiology, hormone science, and daily rhythm habits that support deeper, more restorative sleep. So here's the thing, let's be honest, midlife sleep for women can get messy. I've had my own issues. It's an ongoing journey as we change with our hormones. Hormone shifts, especially declining progesterone, and especially fluctuating and declining estrogen, can disrupt your ability to fall asleep and stay asleep. Cortisol is your stress hormone, and it might spike in the middle of the night, maybe because your blood sugar is spiking or dropping. You might be more sensitive to those blood sugar drops. That goes back to what you ate before you went to bed. Or do you just feel wired and tired at the same time? The good news is there's real natural ways to support your body, and the 10-3-2-1 method is one of the easiest ways to start. So let's get started. So 10 hours before bed, no more caffeine. Um, First of all, I love caffeine. I love my black tea in the winter. I love my green tea in the summer. I drink it in the morning. But caffeine, we know that caffeine can stay in your system for 8 to 10 hours. For some people, it can stay in your system for 24 hours. Our livers metabolize caffeine, and in midlife, maybe it's metabolizing it slower. So the thing is, if you're tired, if you're not sleeping and you're tired and you have your caffeine in the morning and then you're having that afternoon slump, that afternoon cup of coffee or dark chocolate can quietly sabotage your sleep hours later. Then you're wondering why. So, my bedtime's at 9 o'clock. I stop my caffeine by 9 a.m., and that's just my personal preference. That's 12 hours. But if you go to bed at, say, 10 o'clock, aim to have your last dose of caffeine by noon. Be really aware of what's going on um, in the afternoon. That are you craving caffeine? Are you feeling tired and you want it? It's about changing those habits. If you're dragging in the afternoon, that's when you actually have to address the root cause, which could be adrenal fatigue, low cortisol, blood sugar swings, and just not reach for that caffeine. There's a lot of alternatives there. So, 3 hours before bed, stop eating or drinking alcohol or a lot of fluids. Eating too close to bedtime can spike your blood sugar. That can cause a crash that wakes you at 2 or 3 a.m. It keeps your digestive system active. So the fix is eat your last meal, snack, or alcohol 3 hours before you go to sleep. So if you go to sleep at 10, then you stop eating by 7. Now, what about those nighttime snacks? I work with women all the time who are finishing dinner and then they're snacking all evening. It could be ice cream, it could be pretzels, it could be, so these are carby snacks. So let's go back to dinner. What were you eating at dinner? Did you have enough protein and enough fat? Were you eating the proper amount of carbs for you? Because if you eat too many carbs for your body or too many carby carbs, like rice and pasta and bread and even alcohol, that can spike your blood sugar. Then you're hungry a couple hours later. Then you want to eat before bed. Okay, so think about that. Go back to your dinner. And then if you're still hungry, then try a protein and fat snack instead of reaching for those sugary desserts and snacks. Okay. Um, Giving your body a break from food also allows the melatonin and the growth hormone to do their job more effectively during sleep. So let's go to number 2 hours before bed. Shut down your work. Stop working. We do live in a time when I work virtually. Many of us work virtually. You also, because of cell phones and all the things, it's like you can be on call with your boss or your work or your job. So it's easier said than done, but your brains are still in problem solving mode if you are still working and on your devices. So you've got to have some time to wind down. Cortisol levels can stay elevated, which means melatonin production gets delayed, and melatonin is your sleep hormone. So try setting a boundary 2 hours before sleep, close the laptop, silence your notifications, and shift into a more relaxing evening routine. This is a great time for self-care, connection, reading, journaling, or a hot bath with Epsom salts. All right, 1 hour before bed, no screens. Shut off those screens, phones, iPads, tablets, TVs. They all emit blue light that tells your brain to stay awake. Blue light suppresses melatonin, which is your sleep hormone. So 1 hour before bed, dim the lights, put away the screens. And if you must use devices, use those blue light blocking glasses or set your phone and iPad, which I've done, to the night shift setting, which gives the warm yellow light. One of the things I love to read, so I was reading on iPad right up until I went to sleep. Now I read real books, and I do this, after a while, it's like I really, really like just being off and away from all devices. One thing I have worked with several women who have the TV on all night or have the TV on to go to sleep. So this is another thing to deal with because that's going to interrupt your sleep and it's going to affect your health. So here are some things to try instead for a wind down routine to get off the tablets and the TVs and the screens. So try an herbal tea. I work with a company called Shackley Natural Products. It's called Rest and Rewind with 5-HTP, a delightful natural way to wind down. You could do some journaling, some light stretching or yoga. I also have some bonus tips, and this is for all of us in midlife, right? I have my own cocktail of supplements. Now, I don't take a ton of supplements before bed, but I have this little toolkit, a cocktail of supplements, and I can choose a couple different ones every night, or depending on where I am with my health and hormones at the time. Um, One of the things is one of the things I love is magnesium threonate, which is actually like a neuro magnesium supplement. You could do kava kava, you could do GABA, you could do L-theanine. I have another supplement from Shackley called Dream Serene with L-theanine, passion flower, valerian, and lemon balm. Um, and you can take melatonin, so it just depends on you. There is just no, you are individual and what's going on with your hormones. You also might need some cortisol support because for a lot of my women that are showing testing that they have high cortisol at night, there are different supplements for cortisol and adrenal fatigue that you have to address them to your testing. You can't just take a whole bunch of random things. So progress over perfection. Start with one of these steps, move into the next one, move into the next one. So there you have it, the 10-3-2-1 sleep hack. It's a rhythm to guide your day in a way that honors your body's natural sleep and wake cycles, especially during hormone shifts. So if you want personalized support, I'd love to help. I have different ways of working with women. I have lots of free stuff on my website, classes, free guides. I have my hormone reset programs, which are with and without testing, but it has nutrition, coaching, um, testing. There's my Vibrant Healthy or my Vibrant Reset and Thrive program, which is also, both of these are designed to get to the root cause of sleep, energy, mood, weight issues, with the testing, coaching, nutrition, and step-by-step support, whatever it is that you need. So send me a message if you would like to, if you have any questions. At the top of my channel in my intro, you'll find all my links. You can schedule a free healthy hormone discovery call with me. Let's stop the guessing game and help you finally feel like yourself again. If you found this video helpful, Give it a like, hit subscribe, and share it with a friend who's tired of being tired. So sleep well, and I'll see you next time.